Welcome SA families to the Remote Learning 2.0 webinar. I hope that you find this information helpful as we get ready to launch Remote Learning 2.0 with Chromebooks just next week. We truly have all missed seeing you in the school building, but can't wait to start seeing you all on VC every day in your class communities. So with that, let's get started. Today's agenda. Today I'm going to review the new remote learning format, the use of Chromebook expectations, the new schedule, parent expectations, scholar expectations, and then a note about technology and communication. In this renewed remote learning format, all scholars will have access to their virtual classroom through their SA Chromebook. All scholars will participate in daily live structured math and literacy sections. All scholars will be assigned daily classwork and independent study work that they'll complete online via Google Classroom, and all scholars will participate in a whole group and small group instruction. Every day, scholars will be expected to participate and be present for remote learning. Each of your scholar has received a Chromebook, and with that comes some pretty big responsibilities. In an email that you received that gives you your scholar's login, you received a link to the school policy around technology and social media usage. So you should review that in pretty lengthy detail, but I'm going to go through some of the bigger highlights of that, and then you can reach out to your teacher with any additional questions that you may have. So with their Chromebook, scholars have the ability to communicate with the outside world. So it's important that they learn to use their devices and SA applications safely and responsibly. Parents and guardians are responsible for monitoring their scholars' use of their tablets. This includes the tablet, the internet, and all applications available on the tablet when they are not physically in school. The tablets are intended for use by scholars and their families for school-related activities. Do not permit other household members or individuals to use their tablets or permit scholars to use their Chromebooks for activities other than work. Tablets and scholar applications accessed from any other device, for example, Google Classroom on your mobile device, should only be used to communicate with people within our educational community, such as SA teachers, other SA scholars, and special education providers. When using the tablets, scholars must also show respect for others and conduct themselves as they do in the physical classroom. SA may access, review, copy, store, delete, or make audio or visual recordings of any scholar's use of their tablets or scholar applications on any device, but SA has no obligation to do so. So please make sure that you are talking to your scholar every day about the responsibilities that come with the use of Chromebook. We ask that they use it safely and that they use it for school-related activities only. Next, I'm going to go through a sample daily schedule. Again, this is a sample. Your scholar's teacher will be reaching out to you directly to give you your scholar's classroom schedule. They will send an email to you this Friday that will outline exactly what your scholar will be doing each day and when. Again, this is a sample, and I wanted to give you a preview of what this could look like for your scholar. In the morning, your scholar will log on for a morning meeting with their homeroom teacher. We'll take attendance, and we'll do some community building and setting expectations for the day. Following that, they'll do some literacy independent work. They could be independently reading, or they could be doing guided reading instruction, either on one-on-one coaching with teachers or in a small group. Again, your scholar's teacher will give you more direction about what that will look like in your class. They'll have a break for lunch. In the afternoon, they'll do math. Again, will vary by class, but your scholar could be meeting in a small group to go over their math or over a phone call. There's science in the afternoon. They'll have a break, and then they'll do a read aloud video conference in the afternoon, followed by some more reading at the end of the day. Again, this is just a sample, and your scholar's teacher will give you more information on what it will look like for your scholar, but we're looking forward to spending some more time with them on video call through instruction. So what we expect from you, we ask that you do the following. First is to create an area for your scholar to work and learn with minimal distractions. That should be somewhere where they're able to be focused, that they can see the computer easily, that they are able to hear, that they're able to have minimal distractions. Have your scholar logged in and ready to learn by 9:30 a.m. every single day. We ask that you are prompt at 9:30, just like we would ask in the school building, and that they're ready to go. We're going to take attendance right at 9:30, so please make sure that you are doing any technology troubleshooting prior to 9:30 and not trying to navigate around that right at 9:30. Ensure your scholar's device is on mute and charged. So your kids will need to make sure that every single day that they are charging their device in the evening, but then also when they're on video, they have it muted. But then they unmute when they're ready to talk. Make sure they have pencil, paper, and any required materials. In grades K to 1, be ready to sit with your scholar for the first week as they learn on this new platform and learn to navigate the Chromebook. We do ask that you are patient with us in this format. This is new for everyone. We also will be patient with you as we work to figure this out together. This is new. This is uncharted. We've never done this before, so we do ask for patience. And we, as you can imagine, there probably will be some kinks next week. But as a school community, we will meet daily to work through that. But do appreciate your patience and any feedback around that. And lastly, let your scholar's teacher know what you are struggling with. We'd be happy to help you troubleshoot some tech issues or things that you are struggling with getting on with every single day. So please do reach out to us when that happens. What we expect from your scholar. So every single day, like I said earlier, they should be logged in and ready to learn by 9:30 a.m. We will take attendance there and mark them as present if they are there at 9:30 and absent if they are not. They should follow all expectations set by the teacher. Number one, they should pretend like you're at school. Just like we would in the classroom, we would expect them to be listening, following directions, and paying attention to what the teacher's saying. Make sure they're sitting in one spot and focused on the computer, not running around. They should look at the camera and speak loud and proud. We ask that you turn your microphone off so that you can listen to others. If you have something to say, they should raise their hand. We ask that they're respectful to their classmates, just like we would ask in the school building. And then finally, we ask that they complete all their assigned work, classwork in Google Classroom. This is what you can expect from us. Like I said, we'll take daily attendance by 9:30 a.m. every day. We ask that you do all your troubleshooting, just like I said earlier, so you're ready to go right at 9:30. That we'll be ready to conduct our remote classrooms 3+ hours a day with full lesson and activities. Again, this will vary by homeroom and classroom. We ask that you post and check Google Classroom assignments daily to inform our small groups and instruction for the next day. We'll make differentiated individual or group calls based on reading and math work, and they're more than willing to help troubleshoot basic tech issues. So what should you do when issues arise? So it is likely that there could be some tech issues, especially next week as we work to navigate this new system. But I do ask, just like I would ask in the school building, when you have questions about tech. Like I said, teachers are more than willing to help, but I would ask that you not ask them why they're teaching. So just like if we were in the middle of a school day in the school building, I would ask that you wouldn't interrupt them while they were teaching. So we have the same request in this remote learning platform. But we do have some tips for you to do if that does happen while your scholar is on a video call. So the first thing that you can do is just restart your computer. Sometimes just a simple restart will reboot the video conference and help you get back on. You can also exit out of the Blue Jeans call. Oftentimes this happens where the connectivity issues they're struggling with that. They can just exit out. You wait 20 seconds and then you rejoin. Often just doing that helps a ton. You can simply Google search the challenge you're having to find troubleshooting guides. I don't know about you, but I've spent a lot of time in this remote learning just simply using Google to navigate and figure out. So we recommend the same thing. If they have access to an older sibling, either in 4th grade or up, I'm sure that they'd be more than happy to help and know how to navigate. So it can help as well if you're lucky enough to have one in your home. Or you can email the main office. Again, your scholar's teacher can help you, and they are skilled in helping you, but you will need to wait until they're done being on a video conference call. So just like you would do in the school day, you could text or email them or call them, but then they would have 24 hours to respond. Now I'm going to briefly talk about how your scholar will be assessed by the end of the school year. You will receive more information from your scholar's teacher and from the main office around dates and logistics, but I wanted to share a high-level overview of what you can expect. Assessments and grades through the end of the school year. There will be a one-on-one reading assignment with your child and your teacher sometime in the end of May. There will also be an end-of-year math test sometime in the end of May or early June. Their grades, 60% of it will be assessments. 40% of it will be participation. So their attendance, timeliness, participating on video calls, classwork, work submission, and best effort will all play a role in their end of year grades. Be on the lookout for more information from your teachers and the school as we roll out this plan. Read, read, read. Just like in the school building, reading is still our number one priority as a school. Throughout this remote learning experience, your teachers have been using some reading platforms that we're going to ask that you continue to use. Epic Books, which is in kindergarten, and then Epic and Tumble Books and Audible are also being used in the upper grade. We ask that you download those and use those and read with your scholar at home, and we will continue to read with them on video calls too. We will be doing informal assessments to continue to monitor your scholar's growth, as well as the formal end-of-year reading test that I spoke about earlier to know your scholar's reading level. In addition to the platforms that I spoke about earlier, Epic, Audible, Tumble Books, there is also an additional online literacy program that scholars will begin the week of May 4th called Lexia Learning. It's a supplemental literacy curriculum support program. So your child will be enrolled in this. Your scholar's teacher will give you more information about how to log in and what to do, but it's really, really cool. It's an additional program that your kids can do independently. Your teacher scholar will be reaching out to you soon to give you more details about it. But in short, what they do is they take an initial assessment. It just takes 10 to 15 minutes. And through the program, through that assessment, it helps tailor the curriculum automatically for your individual kid and it's designed to help meet their needs currently right where they're at and get them to where they need to be. This assessment, just like all remote assessments, will be done independently. It's important that parents and older siblings are not assisting during Lexia assessments or activities. Ebooks. Again, you probably have heard about these from your scholar's teacher already, but you can access Epic from any Chromebook, iOS, or Android device. Step one, you just get Epic. You download it, and then you need to log in with your class code. If you have specific questions, be sure to reach out to your scholar's teacher or the main office, and we can support. Google Classroom. Google Classroom is an online platform that is used for teachers to post assignments and then for scholars to complete and submit to teachers. Teachers are then able to review the assignments, give feedback and scores to each scholar in their class. Again, your scholar's teacher will walk you through exactly how to use this for their homeroom, but this is just the platform that we will be using for your scholars in order to get their assignments and for your teachers to review and give back. When your scholar received their Chromebook, you probably noticed that they had a stylus with it. They're going to be using that through an application called Kami. Again, the teachers are very skilled in understanding how to work this application, but just at a high level, Kami is an app that will automatically be on your children's tablet. It allows you to use the stylus, complete work, and upload to Google Classroom. So you go to Google Classroom, you open your class, and you go to classwork. You open the assignment and choose the file you wish to work on. You will then see a preview of the file. You click Open with Kami to start completing your work in Kami. Your teacher can give you more direction about how to complete, but once you get your scholar's Chromebook, you can start playing around with it and seeing you can navigate it too. Science and specials. We will continue our science and specials as we have been doing throughout remote learning. Scholars will participate in science class VCs each week, 2 times a week in kindergarten and 3 times a week in 1st through 4th. And they will receive additional science assignments through Google Classroom. Our scholars' special teachers will continue to post fun and engaging lessons for scholars in K-2 and 3-4 through the SAUS Talent YouTube channel. We have been sharing these on Instagram and Facebook, but also every Friday we send out through the main office the link to the YouTube channel for your scholar to do these additional activities. And they can do them during their breaks each day, but there are 2 videos uploaded each day for them to do for specials. So please make sure that you are checking them out. I've had some families ask me about specials. That is the way in which scholars will receive specials is through the YouTube channel, which you can be checking every single day. So how will we stay connected? So students will use Chromebooks. We will use Blue Jeans for live sessions, which is our video conferencing platform that we will use to communicate with your scholar each day and join us on for live sessions. Your scholar's teacher will give you more information in the link that you will need to log on for your class. They will be giving that to you directly. We will use Google Classroom to complete assignments. Again, your scholar's teacher will walk you through that. We'll use Epic, Tumblebooks, and Audible to complete reading. Parents will receive a Friday email with upcoming lessons and assignments and schedules from teachers. You'll check email on Google Classroom for updates. You'll use Class Dojo, and you'll check Facebook and Instagram and be on the lookout from our main office email for enrichment activities. And with that, I want to say thank you. Thank you for all that you have done and have continued to do for our community. We are so grateful. And we miss you all so much. And I'm just so thankful for your partnership as we navigate this challenging time. So with that, we love you and miss you, Union Square family. Until we meet again, let's get this done together.